know, there's really something about fresh morning air that really just makes me sick. What show is that from? Right now, I know you're watching. I can see you. Not really, but in a way I can see you. Comment what show that's from. Something about cold air that really makes me sick. If you are truly my best friend, well, okay. Not only are my best friends probably watching this, but if you're not my best friend, then just write what you think. But if you are my best friend, what's my favorite show is from my favorite show. There's your hint. Boom, bang, bang, boom, clump. That's it. Okay. What's up, guys? Yes, I know. Another moto vlog? What the heck, dude? What the heck? I thought you made gaming videos. Well, I do make gaming videos, but now I make moto vlogs on the side. A little side serve of moto vlogs. Yeah, so it's a little early this morning. Where am I going? Well, I have an answer for you. I am going to a bike shop because my bike has hit 600 miles, which means that a person needs to look at my bike and make sure everything is in order, so that everything is in order. So that's where I'm going. My father is in front of me in the vagina wagon. I don't want to say the P word on YouTube. I just kind of have a fear of that. It's his white van that he loves so dearly. I have to drive that to work every morning. Why? Because my car is in the shop for maintenance. Quick little story, okay? Story time. Here you go. I was at work and I was driving my van back to the lot at the end of the day, and my mom called me and we're talking. I'm like, hey mom, what's up? You know, we're having a conversation, and then I witnessed a rabbit running across the street really fast, and the car in front of me hit the rabbit, and the rabbit died. Okay, I saw the rabbit die, and then I had to like drive over it. I did not drive, my wheels did not hit it, I just went under the middle of it, and I saw the rabbit die, and I'm like, oh my god, mom, guess what I just saw? And she's like, oh my god, what? And I'm like, I just saw a rabbit get killed. I've never seen that happen before. And that conversation went from talking about rabbits to talking about deer, and how I feel so bad when I see deer on the side of the road dead. It's a very sad sight, you know, but that's just what happens in this cruel, cruel world. Well, my mom said, this is what she had to say about that. She said, well, don't worry, because when the day comes that you hit a deer, I will not hit a deer, mom, I will not. Well, when the day comes when you hit a deer, you will not feel bad because of the damage done to your car. Them little fuckers just run out willy-nilly, just have no care for anyone's property. They just run right out and hit your car. And you're gonna feel bad once you hit a deer. You're not gonna feel bad for the deer, you're gonna feel bad for your car. And I'm like, mom, come on, I'm not a bad person. Well, guess what happened about 30 minutes, not even 30 minutes later? Guess what happened? I think I made this too easy to guess, but this is what happened. I hit a fucking deer. I hit a deer with my car, and it's in the shop being fixed. So yeah, but that is why I have to drive that fucking van to work, because I don't have my car. Actually, after I drop my bike off, we're gonna go pick up my car, so that's kind of fun. My dad put these these lights on that van. The headlights were getting old. So if you know my dad, the kind of person he is, this would make sense, but he's like, oh, I want to get these new headlights that all them damn kids, them whippersnappers have, that blind the fuck out of them. You know, them LED lights you see, people get blinded by it because they're so bright. Yeah, well, he got a pair of those, and I don't know if the person that put them in installed them incorrectly or what, but they are so bright, it is not even funny. Like, when I'm driving home at night, people flash their high beams on me because they're so bright, and it's embarrassing, because every night when I pull out of the lot, somebody's standing by the front of the lot and I have to drive by them and flash them with my fucking brights. They probably think I'm some asshole, which, I mean, I could be an asshole, but I'm not that kind of asshole, you know. But yeah, I am getting the car back today. I'm excited, but I'm not excited because I'm dropping my bike off to get fixed. Well, actually, I might not be dropping the bike off. They are booked up the mechanics booked up for like 3 weeks, which is no bueno for me, because how am I going to be able to ride my bike if it needs to be inspected for 600 mil, whatever. But this place has a little special thing that they do, and if you come when they open, then they might be able to, you know, squeeze you in that little butt cheek there of their scheduling system. So that's what we're doing, and that's why I'm up so freaking early. I don't wake up early. I'm not an early person. It is kind of like there is a little cool wind blowing in my face, but it's okay. So, yes, the YouTube content. Now, I will say, this is probably going to be the second motovlog video I upload in a row, but wait, hold on. I am editing a Skyrim VR video. I recorded it like weeks ago, like before I got the bike, and then I got the bike and I sort of neglected finishing it. But I'm about halfway done editing the video, and once I get home at some point today, I will edit a little more. It does take some time, but it is Skyrim with mods. It took me a while to get the mods downloaded. It was just a whole complicated process, but I did do it, and I'm gonna edit the video and it'll be out and it'll be cool. Yeah, the mods, oh my god, there's so many mods you can do with Skyrim. It basically makes it a whole different game. When you buy Skyrim now, even on the VR, which came out a few years ago, I think, the Skyrim VR, it's the exact same version as Skyrim. They updated nothing. There is nothing updated about it. It is vanilla Skyrim, and it is awful looking. Like, it's a fun game, but it has aged very poorly. But with a couple mods, there's like an unofficial Skyrim update and all this shit. With a couple of those, it looks better. Somebody else had to fix Bethesda's problems, which, no surprise, you know, I'm not surprised at all. Somebody else has to fix Bethesda's problems because they want to update their goddamn games. So that's cool. I also got a weapon throw mod for the game, which is my favorite. You can basically just throw your weapons and then recall them back, like, you know, like Thor's hammer kind of shit. So that's fun. What was the other thing I wanted to talk about? Oh, do I like the VR? Is it worth it? Now, I got the Oculus Rift S, and it was $400. Never had VR before. Always wanted VR, but the thing was, they were like $1,000 before, and you needed a PC to play it, and I didn't have a PC. I had an Xbox, only an Xbox. I still have an Xbox. But Dad, do not turn, you son of a bitch. Dad, I can't believe you've done this. He turned. You don't go through the yellow lights when somebody's following you. He's gonna be sitting there waiting for me though. But yeah, I didn't have enough money for the VR. I'm like, fine, but it sounded so cool when it came out. But fast forward to now, when I got my PC, my one friend Joe had a VR, and he's always like, hey man, come check the VR out. And I'm like, I don't want to, because I know that if I would have checked out the VR, I would have wanted the VR. That's how my mind works. Where are you at, Dad? Oh, there he is. That's how my mind works. So I finally ended up trying his VR out, and guess what? I went and bought it. I would say, you know, it's worth it. I haven't been playing it as much, but just the knowing that I have it and I can play it at any time is pretty cool. I know that's a bad thing to say, but I probably got my money's worth out of it already. I got most of the games that I wanted to play. I haven't even beat Half-Life Alyx yet, but it's, you know, if it's an experience. It's definitely an experience that every gamer should try. And if you haven't tried VR and you've only seen videos of it, look, everybody says this, and it sounds crazy to think about it, but you have to play VR in person to understand the immersiveness of the whole thing. It is, I mean, it is really, really something. You have to try it yourself. If your friend has it, just find somebody that has it before you even buy it. Just try it. Just try it and you will understand. It's really something. But there is one thing that I didn't even think about before getting it. Motion sickness. Even if you don't get motion sickness, this is a whole other thing. It's not really physical. It's more like in your brain when it sees things moving. When in games where you're physically not moving, but in the game you're using a thumbstick to move around, that is where the motion sickness comes from, because your brain's thinking, oh, I'm moving, but it knows you're not moving, and your brain gets confused and like, and gets all sick. But you kind of have to just season yourself for it, and you eventually get, you get used to it. Oh, season. This is another thing. So, it is almost Christmas. Not Christmas, I'm sorry. It's getting into those cold winter months. And I'm not very fond of that because I moved here from Florida. Well, I grew up here, and then I moved to Florida for about 8 years, and a little fact about Florida, we don't really know, we don't have seasons. I'm pretty sure people in Florida don't even know what the word season is. There's hot, there is very nice hot, and then there's steaming fucking boiling water hot. There's no winter, there's no snow. It gets a little cold, like a little crispy to where your nipples get a little hard. Oh, Brian, that's gross. Well, guess what? You understand what I'm talking about now. It gets a little cold, but up here there is seasons, and the trees, the leaves fall off of the trees, and the leaves change color, and all this cool crap that doesn't happen down there. And I'm just gonna tell you, I am not used to it. Your body goes through some sort of metamorphosis when you move down to the swampy bog lands of Florida, because when you come up to cold weather, ooh, man, it is something. It kicks your butt. We moved up here in dead January when it was freezing. The first day we got here, it snowed. While we were driving to the house that we moved into, it was snowing. Snowing, okay? I hadn't seen snow in years. And I got sick immediately. I got a cold for like 2 days after that. It was nuts. But when it gets cold up here, I can't ride my bikes. You can, but it's really cold. So what I'm gonna do eventually, when maybe November or something, when it gets cold, like really, really cold, I'm gonna have to put this away in the shed, the good old shed at my mom's house, because we don't have a garage at our new house, and winterize it and let it sit there and steep and fester until summer when I can ride it again. So I'm gonna make as many of these as I want to before winter, and once winter hits, then I'm not gonna be able to make any more. So Yes. Slow down. Now, one thing on this bike that I noticed when I bought it, I had gotten home, and because I've never gotten a new bike before, and I looked at the instruction manual. I'm flipping through it. I didn't read it. I don't read the instructions, but okay, I didn't read the instructions. My dad was like, hey, look, I was reading this, and look, you should keep an eye out. First of all, it said do not race the engine in neutral. Like, do not race the engine. You know, when people turn on the bikes and they go, ring, 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 yeah, it says don't do that. Now, I'm no expert on motors or motorcycles or any kind of things. Like, I can't talk shop about cars or motorcycles, okay? I know the bare minimum. But I don't know if that's really a bad thing to do. I mean, you're revving the engine. I mean, I'm revving the engine right now as I'm increasing speed. I don't understand why they would say that. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's some weird thing that happens, but I really don't think so. I've just not done it since I've read that, just to be safe. But if anybody knows, the answer to that, comment, because I have no clue. And also, it said, this is the crazy part. This is the thing that like blew my fucking mind. Okay, it said to stay under 4,000 RPM within the first 500 miles. Now, right now, I am at 4,000 RPM. Okay, 4,000 RPM is all the way down there. It redlines at 11. Okay, keep it under 4,000. Now, I can only go, I'm in 6th gear right now. Okay, look, I'm going 60. That's 4,000. You can only go 60. What up, guy? You can only go 60. I mean, oh, also those wavy, the little hand things, the waving to the other motorcyclists. My friend Chris, thank you, Chris. I know you're watching. He told me that the reason they do that is say to keep two tires on the ground, like stay safe. Crazy. I never knew that. I've just been doing it. When I first started riding, people just started, you know, saying hi to me and waving, and I'd be like, huh, these bikers are all nice. So I just started doing it, and you know, you don't think twice. It's like a dog can swim without even learning how to swim. I just started doing it and didn't even realize that there's a meaning to it. But yes, getting back to my conversation to myself before, the 4,000 RPM thing, I don't understand, because you can only go 60, you know, and I had to go like 70, 80 on the highway coming back to my house after I bought the fucking bike, you know? I mean, what do they want me to do? Walk the bike? I mean, come on. And then it said, after you hit 500, going all the way up to 1,500 RPM, or 1,500 miles, to keep it under 6, which, okay, that's fine. I normally don't even go over 6,000 RPMs, but man, that 4,000 thing really, like, I don't know. It was just, I feel like they did that because of their warranty, because if you stay under that much, then there's less chance of something happening, and then the warranty, you know, they don't have to fix your warranty. I don't know. I have no idea, but that was just something I've never heard of before, and 4,000 RPM is not that much on a sports bike like this, where there's higher RPMs being dealt with. Yeah, let me look at my list. Don't judge me. I had a list of things to talk about, because sometimes I forget and I go off on talking about shit that doesn't even make sense. Oh wow, I almost did all of them. The last thing though, my helmet is decked out in gear now. So not only do I have the GoPro with the case and the attachment and the microphone and all that shit. But I just got a, it's called a Cardo Freecom 4. It's basically a Bluetooth device that sticks on. If you ever see these little rectangular things stuck on the side of people's bikes, or not bikes, on the side of people's helmets, that's just like a Bluetooth communicator thing. So it has a mic that you can put in your helmet so you can make calls while you're on the bike, and it also has little Bluetooth circular little circular Bluetooth, or not Bluetooth, little circular speakers that go in. There's these little slots that they have on motorcycle helmets, and you put them in there, and it's just that you can listen to music while you're riding, and you don't have to put in headphones, and it just stays on your helmet. I just got it, and you know, it's pretty cool. I've never had anything like that. I got a 2-pack, so my dad can wear his and I can wear mine, and we can intercom each other. We can talk to each other while we're riding on the bikes. Oh, I know, what kind of century is this? You know, I've never even thought that was a thing. Hey, guy. But yeah, so I actually haven't gotten to test out the sound quality on it, but I'm gonna do that now, and I'm gonna skip forward to when we're getting to the place, the mechanic, the shop. It's not a shop, it's a dealership, but you know, I just like to call it the shop. But I'm gonna try this, see how it sounds on the bike, and yeah, I'm just gonna cut. Alrighty, we are pulling into the shop right now. I mean, dealership, shop, whatever. It's a shop. I got a guy. I tried the audio quality just to hear what it sounds like. You know, when I'm up there in the speed and there's wind blowing and shit, and my ear isn't really like right in front of the cup, the little pad, the speaker, it doesn't sound the best. But then again, it's a speaker that goes in your helmet while you're moving. I mean, it's not going to be the best, you know. So, you know, what can you do? But I don't know why I parked over here. Why don't I just park in the front? Whatever. What's that? Oh yeah. See, he just told me that too. I'm an idiot. I was talking. But anyway, that's about it. I hope they're able to take this, because I really don't want to wait a few weeks to get my fucking bike fixed. So we'll see. But yeah.